Welcome, Agent. You've tuned into Shielded Opinions, a Marvel Cinematic podcast.
Hello, welcome back to another episode of Shielded Opinions, a Marvel Cinematic podcast. I'm your host, Kirby.
I'm Riley. Good morning, brother.
Good morning. You been doing all right?
Another day, another dollar, you know what I mean?
I like how last week you're like wearing a t-shirt and you're like, yeah, my arms look good then. Check out now.
Actually, dude, I talked about this on the stream the other day. I've had like some severe body dysmorphia lately. I'm like, what happened to my arms? Where'd they go? I'd like to apologize for the 3 YouTube viewers we have, because I didn't want to wear this. All right. But I have squats today, and I wanted to wear this to give my gym partner shit. Can you read that?
Your squat depth personally offends me.
So I wanted to wear this to give him shit. And then I was like, I don't want to put something on just for the podcast and then change after and waste a shirt.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm wearing this. So.
Well, for Friday, well, it's not Friday the 13th, but to celebrate Friday the 13th with Sweet Revenge, I had a Part 4 shirt on.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm too fat to fit in it.
Well, this doesn't really fit
me
either. This is way too short, but
yeah.
I gotta wear it one
Dude,
time.
I will say my arms looked good in that shirt, but everything else too tight. And I was like, okay, I can't be wearing that.
I don't know. I'm about to like just jump on a whole bunch of gear because how much my body's been annoying me. I'm like, you know what? This is stupid. Let's just do drugs. Skip this. It's been driving me absolutely bonkers. At least if you want a little bit more of my body today, like my shoulders look okay.
Whoa.
Yeah, my shoulders look okay, but yeah, my arms look ugly. They're driving me nuts.
I will say, like, when it comes to how my body looks, my shoulders have always been like extremely broad since like grade school.
Yeah, genetics, man.
Yeah,
genetics.
Today we're going to be talking about Iron Man 2.
Yes.
And when you're talking about like getting on the drugs and stuff, that's kind of how I feel like with this movie. This movie's just a party the whole way through.
I feel like for a long time, everybody thought that this was like the best Marvel movie. Am I crazy? Do I have like a Mandela effect or something? Because I recall this movie. That. Yeah, like this movie was the shit. And then now I see it, it only has a 72% Rotten Tomatoes, which I mean, that's not that bad, but it's got a 6.9 out of 10 IMDb. And I feel like when I was talking about it on stream the other day, like a lot of people didn't give a shit.
Yeah. Jesus, that was the craziest burp I've ever had. Sorry about that. But literally, yeah, the first episode, I remember us talking about this movie and I was like, I don't like this one as much as the other two, but rewatching it, I still love it. Like it's not even bad. I don't know what I was thinking the other 2 episodes ago. Like I still feel the way I do, but I'm not as hardcore strong. Like this one isn't that good compared to the other ones.
I definitely prefer this one over the third. And I forgot just how much this film sets up.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the introduction to Nat and, Black Widow. It's the introduction to Thor and us getting there. It's just, and then, the relationship with Pepper. It's like a lot of steps in there that that we are just so used to now. It's like, yeah, this was the first time seeing them. That's actually been the fun part about rewatching these. It's like, oh yeah, there was a time when you needed an introduction. I forgot about that.
Yeah, like, I mean, starting from the first Avengers movie and so on, like you just automatically assume that Tony and Pepper are together because they're so natural together. They're so perfect together, but they weren't together in the first 2 movies until the very end of this one. And I love their dynamic the whole time. Like, especially them on the rooftop arguing at the end.
Dude, the scene where Tony has the Iron Man poster and puts it up on his wall, that scene is. I would like to see the script for that scene and see how how close they are going line for line, because that is such a natural dialogue exchange between them that it feels almost improv. It feels like they're kind of just making it up on the spot.
I mean, if they did exactly what they did with the first one, they probably did improv it. I feel like they couldn't have done it this time.
Yeah,
who knows though?
It was just that scene that's some next level acting. People that can be that natural and have that type of back and forth. It just, I don't know, it makes you like them that much more.
My favorite scene with them together is where he goes to apologize to her, gets her strawberries, and she's like, "You brought the one thing I'm allergic to." And he's just like, I knew something was involved. Like, I knew there was a connection.
Yeah. And the little fucking Ferris wheel thing she's got on her desk.
That would piss me off too, though, if that was sitting in front of me. I'd be like, get that. Let's stop that for a second.
I agree. Especially when he sat right in front of it. I'm like, you were just begging for it to block your line of view.
I remember when this movie first came out, everyone in my family were like, oh, Mickey Rourke is the villain of this movie. And I thought that was a huge thing. And going back, I'm sure Mickey Rourke is a very good actor. Like, I see that he was in quite a few movies, but like, he's not as huge as I thought he was gonna be. Like, going back and looking, like, he was in quite a few movies, but hardly any of them I've actually seen. You know what I mean?
I think a lot of it circles back to Sin City.
Yeah. Sin City was the one.
Yeah. And then The Wrestler. Have you seen The Wrestler?
I've not seen The Wrestler, but I've seen
movie.
reviews. It looks really good. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
Yeah, looking at everything else, there's nothing really on here. I'm just going to have to do some research. Maybe I'm just wrong. I'm a loser.
You're just ignorant.
I'm dumb. Anyways, I had to take a little drink break there. Let me see here. So I have this one broken down. Let's read just a little IMDb thing here. Not Mickey Rourke's, the movie. Where is it? With the world now aware of his identity as Iron Man, Tony Stark must contend with both his declining health and a vengeful madman with ties to his father's legacy. This movie, compared to like, the stakes don't feel nearly as big compared to like I don't think any of these Iron Man movies are like high stakes compared to other Marvel films.
Yeah. I can agree with that, especially this one because he has the showdown with Whiplash at like the racing track, the racetrack there.
Yeah.
And that is there's never a point during that where you feel like Iron Man's not in control. I know that's like the point. Hey, if you make God bleed, people will not believe in him or whatever the hell they said. Even then I feel like he was in control more than enough to keep the crowd on his side. So I don't know.
Man, I will say though, that entrance with Whiplash, that is one of the coolest entrances to a villain I've ever seen. I remember seeing that trailer of like his suit burning off. I was like, oh, he's going to kick some ass. And he kind of does for a second. And then as soon as Iron Man gets close enough to him.
It's like the second he gets his suit on, everything changes.
Whiplash
so like
never
really...
He didn't really have like any skills like later either. Like even with that suit, he barely did anything.
Yeah. And then he went in with the intention of self-destruction. So
yeah, I think he knew that he was going to get his ass kicked. So he was like, well, I'm going to get him somehow. And even failed at that. What a punk.
He sure did.
What an absolute punk. Where's my notes? I'm a little bit all over the place today, boys. I'm sorry. So
it's too early.
This movie, it really is. This movie was directed by Jon Favreau again, but what I found interesting is in the writer credits, Stan Lee has a writing credit on here. At least it shows on IMDb. I don't know if they're just like all Stan Lee wrote Iron Man.
That's probably just based on characters created by.
What an idiot, IMDb. Like, you're ruining my life. I thought I had a little interesting little piece of information here, and it's not.
Well, let me go look. Because usually it's when they do that, it's based on characters created by.
Yeah, it's Marvel comic book and is what it's listed as.
Yeah.
Well, never mind. I was about to say Stan Lee cooked here. He had a writer role, but no.
His cameo in this is hilarious.
It definitely.
I totally forgot about it. And I was like, that is the cheekiest cameo they could have done with him.
Oh yeah. And I feel like with Iron Man 1 too, like he had some really clever ones. What was his one and what was it in this one? He was
he's freaking Jesus Christ, why am I going to forget his name?
He's not Jesus Christ, he's that other guy.
it's the next best thing.
Yeah. God, I know his name, it's just not clicking right now.
Hold on. It'll click. Larry King. Jesus.
Yes.
Jesus. I had King. I kept wanting to say Stan King. I'm like, obviously it's not fucking Stan King. Stephen King?
Yeah, Stephen King.
Yeah, Larry King. And he does look a lot like him. Like they
yeah, for sure. With the glasses and everything, he looks so much like him. With other Easter eggs, they had freaking Elon Musk in this, which is just really weird.
Well, yeah, and did you see the special thanks? Did you look at the special thanks credits?
Uh-uh.
Because SpaceX and Elon Musk are in there.
What?
Mm-hmm. I forgot that SpaceX was even around that long.
I didn't think it was. Because this came out in what, 2009, 2010?
2010.
That's crazy. It's been that long. And
yeah,
what do we have to show for it? We have some pretty good missiles, to be honest with you.
I was about to say, in terms of SpaceX, they have done some pretty revolutionary things over there.
I mean, being able to land the rocket and stuff, that's crazy.
Yeah, not only just land, not only do they auto land, but they also like land back in the mount. Like it's pretty crazy.
That's insane.
Yeah. They're doing things over there.
They be doing some stuff. I need an Iron Man suit though. Like, let's not go to space. Let's make some Iron Man suits first. Let's fly here.
At least part of that technology is certainly plausible now. Like I'm sure that there are things. I mean, to make it straight up indestructible and bulletproof seems unlikely. A lot of the HUD is not realistic yet, but I think to make a suit that's all metal and can fly is probably possible.
I know there's some suits out there. I don't think it use anything that Iron Man uses, but I've definitely seen some like body suits that can fly, whether it's with like water pressure or different things like that. So now whether they make one like Iron Man suit, I'm sure the fuel would burn out extremely fast. It'd be cool for a few minutes.
He makes a new element in this movie. So
yeah, he makes a whole new element in this movie, which is crazy.
Yeah, there are many times throughout the Marvel Cinematic Universe where Tony Stark, it's like his thing now, where he throws up the holograms and he moves a couple things and he's like, I've done it.
Like it takes like 20 seconds. He's like, oh shit, it was that easy the whole time. Like time travel.
Yeah, like the time travel one's even worse, man, because he's just like, like, shit. That's it.
He's literally just sitting there, his eyes are real big. He's like, oh.
Yeah, like I get Tony Stark is supposed to be like the genius, but like how many people have tried to discover time travel and whatnot and probably have worked on these things and he just does it in 10 minutes. It's fucking
He has
crazy.
holographic tables and stuff unlike them. So he's just moving stuff around. If they could do that, I'm sure that's what's stopping them. They're probably still using pen and paper. Chalkboards.
Yeah.
Like I will say, and the new Fantastic Four, which granted it's set in the 60s, but he's using a chalkboard and he was cooking over there. So, but Tony Stark did it in like 5 minutes. So,
not even.
Yeah.
Like he figures it out in 30 seconds.
They go to him. They're like, we need you to come up with time travel. And he's like, you think I haven't been doing that? 3:00 in the morning, 20 seconds later. okay, let's go. Let's do it.
Yep.
So I have this movie broken down in 3 sections. Section 1, a wake-up call. Section 2, a rock-bottom hero. Section 3, cleansing. Section 1, of course, we have the cool opening scene in Russia, where we get Venko's father dying, builds his own arc reactor, and swears to his dying father's last breath that he's going to kill Tony Stark. And he fails, because he's a punk. But then it goes to Tony Stark. I love this little intro. I think it's so cool how AC/DC's playing in the background. He jumps off the plane, does the superhero landing. He just knows how to make an entrance. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He has the cheerleaders on stage. He's like, I'm a badass. It's going to be a good time.
So much work for a little bit.
I also didn't even realize this Stark Expo, him and his dad are such narcissists. This is a full-on amusement park for students.
What's wrong with that?
There's nothing wrong with that. I guess I'm just too broke to even think that would be a possibility. But
yeah,
he was like, you bright minds, we're gonna have all these cool stuff. You go through that whole Stark Expo during the final entrance. There's all kinds of crazy shit. It's like you're at Disney World.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy that how much time they spend on it for the dumb shit about it. Like I was thinking that when he was doing the whole cheerleader thing. I'm like, man, you had to practice this a significant amount. It's kind of wild.
Yeah.
What a waste of time.
What a waste of time and money, but he has that time and money to waste.
I guess he could have discovered that new element sooner if he wouldn't have known it.
Yeah, we won't talk about that just yet. We got about 40 minutes until that happens. But yeah, he goes to the Senate hearing and they're like, this isn't fair. How do you think about this? Because this is an interesting thing too, like on a realistic perspective. Because the Senate and them, they're like, you have a full-on weapon that is like stronger than the military. And they're like, we want that weapon for us. You can't just keep that weapon. How do you think about that? Like when it comes to realism, honestly, they would take that in a heartbeat, right?
I think it's interesting because it's basically the equivalent of Elon doing it. And what would happen? It was such a public figure and such a rich and powerful public figure doing it. Because if it was just any person that just did it in their garage, like, yeah, they'd probably end up killing the guy. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
But it being somebody that powerful makes it a little tricky.
I do like how he hacked into their system and like was trying to explain that nobody's coming even close to doing what he did.
Which is still true, by the way.
Yeah.
Like, even though, like when you get whiplash out of this, but he is using he's using the same exact technology that Tony was because it's the exact same blueprint. So
yeah, I mean, even they showed that little clip of Hammer and their little bots, and clearly someone died in that suit.
He said that they didn't.
There's no way.
He said that they were not injured.
Their whole spine is mangled after that. Oh God, Justin Hammer is a fool through this whole movie. I hate him, and I love that I hate him so much because he is a loser through this whole movie. He is a wannabe Tony Stark through the whole thing.
Yeah, I mean that's his thing,
and it's good. Yeah. Of course, in section 1, we discovered Tony Stark's toxicity problem with is it palladium that he said it was that was burning out?
Yeah.
I thought that was really cool. And then we got the entrance to Nat, which is awesome. I love throughout this whole movie, like he's like, is Nat even your real name? Like he's sitting there asking all these questions or whatever, because he's starting to soon discover that she is a lot more than what she presents herself.
Why does he ask her to get into the boxing ring?
Hell, I have no idea.
I still find that weird watching it again. Like he's being Tony, I guess, and being flirtatious, but I just think it's weird that he throws her in there as if he knows who she is.
Yeah,
like,
it was a little bit weird.
Yeah, it's like he knows that she's gonna kick Happy's ass.
Granted, though, like not a lot of people could get defeated by Happy.
Well, he gets like hip tossed.
Like, oh yeah,
it's pretty. Yeah, I don't know. So it's just it's interesting. It feels like Tony knew the whole time.
Honestly, that's a fun little theory. Maybe he did.
Yeah, maybe, but he does act quite surprised when she sits down later when Fury's there.
I love when Nat does flip Happy over, and Pepper is just screaming like, "Oh my god!" Poor Happy, man. He got his ass beat throughout the whole movie. Like he struggled with that one security guard. He pulled through.
I'm just glad he put up a fight.
He did. He did good. I'm proud of him. And then it goes to the Grand Prix, which is really cool because Tony like is in a point of life where he's like, I don't have much longer. If I don't figure this out, I'm going to die. So I might as well just have fun. So he's like, I'm going to race my own car. And of course, that's a big problem. Of course, he hands over the company to Pepper. So Pepper's like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? Please stop. And then Whiplash comes in and tries to kick some ass, which is such a cool scene. It's not like a very complex scene. It's a very short-lived scene, but it was really cool. The suitcase armor was really cool. Whiplash's like basic design burning through his little uniform was really cool. I just think it was a good time.
Yeah, I really like Whiplash. I think the whips are sweet. I
feel like they could have done more with him, to be honest with you.
Yeah, he could have been like a main tier villain.
He really could have. And I thought that's what he was going to be watching the trailers as a kid. Because they really, I mean, those trailers for Whiplash made him look so badass. And they didn't, I mean, other than what you saw in the trailer, that's kind of just all he did was that scene and then the ending scene. And then the rest he was building.
Yeah. It's pretty short and sweet for Ivan.
I feel like that's a common complaint too, because I've heard quite a few people say that you see him a couple times and then he's gone until like close to the very end of the movie.
This movie's got a 2-hour runtime and about maybe 20 minutes of it actually have a threat. I think that's probably like if you're looking for an action-packed film, Iron Man 2 is probably not that. It's got low stakes most of the time. There's not much going on. It's just a lot of development, and you're following this arc that Tony's going through and figuring that out, and then the relationship with his dad and the relationship with Pepper and this and that, and there's just so much more than the villain. It's not just that action.
Section 2, Rock Bottom Hero. God, sorry, I'm sick. So we have Venko captured and saved by Justin Hammer. Justin Hammer's talking to him like he's a 3-year-old. Like, hey, do you want to build? And then Venko's like, I'm going to fucking kill this guy. Like, he's like, I'm going to kill this guy.
Yeah. I'm actually surprised how patient he is. He just sees the big picture, I guess.
He really did, yeah, because I would have lost my temper a long time ago.
Yeah.
What a joke. The biggest part of this section is Tony's like breakdown, whether it's him being drunk in the party scene or just in general. Like he is just such a mess through this section of the movie that he's almost the bad guy. And I feel like they do that several times, like especially in Civil War. Like they kind of like to make Iron Man the bad guy as well as the good guy. I don't know if it's just because he holds so much power that it's easy to show that he can be bad. I don't know for sure. But in this movie, like he definitely had the evil there, like where he was breaking down. He's like, I have the power. I can do what I want. I can scare you guys. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, and you just get to see how broken he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody I mean, that's basically Robert Downey Jr. himself. Like, everybody sees the rich, famous, successful person who seems like they have everything they could ever want, and even with that, he's still like going through a lot of shit, has daddy issues, you know. Yeah, so you just get to see a lot of that. And I tell you what, those party people, when he's drunk as shit and just in the Iron Man suit and dancing and whatnot, those people are a little too calm. The second he started blasting with the suit and shooting the bottles, I would have been out of there.
Yeah, there were people on the second floor.
Yeah, I'm like,
that could have easily been hit.
Yeah, how does it? The way everything works and with the Iron Man suit, it's like it makes contact and then it does not
go any further.
Yeah. I guess we're not. And then if he misses, it would have destroyed. He could have collapsed the ceiling. Pretty stupid, but
it's all over the place. But I'm glad to know that if you threw a napkin and stuff, you could destroy that napkin and nothing else if you really wanted to. Just sit there, pew, pew, disintegrate the napkin, and that's it.
Only when the plot says so.
Yeah. That whole scene was a little bit sad because, he's just done with it all. He does not care what's going on. Rhodey tries to stop him. Pepper tries to stop him. To the point where he drunkenly screams at everyone there.
Yeah.
It's a little bit sad, you know?
It's a broken man.
It's not the Iron Man we see in Endgame, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Nick Fury then takes over. He's like, quit being an idiot. You're going to stay here at your house. You're grounded. You're going to heal yourself. And you're going to like it. And he leaves. I like how Coulson doesn't fuck around either. Little old Coulson's like, I will... What did he say he was going to do? It was something with tasing or whatever.
I
can't even remember.
Yeah, I can't remember. Yeah, in general, he'd tase him.
In general, yeah. He was like, I'm going to kick your ass if you try to leave, and that's that. I respect Coulson for that. He's not scared. Little old Coulson. He should be, but he's not. And then you get the creation of the new element, which I find crazy that Tony Stark's dad hid the information of this element in a board.
Yeah, it's kind of asinine, to be honest.
That's crazy. He's like, okay, I'm going to put all this information in this board for our little Disney World park, just in case you see it. That way you can make the element. It's wild.
How convenient.
Very convenient. I did like the video of him. Yeah. Gave him a little bit more of a humanistic side, human qualities. He's not just rich Tony Stark's dad. He actually had a little bit of feelings. And he actually cared.
I think that's one of the reasons that Tony's so fucked up in the head is just because of his daddy issues.
Yeah.
And this whole time he thought his dad hated him. And hearing no matter what, you're my greatest creation. It's like, oh, no. All right.
See, and watching that, because there's theories now because RDJ is playing Doctor Doom. So there's been a bunch of fan theories where Tony Stark in this universe was never supposed to be never supposed to be Iron Man. Because he was Victor Von Doom from the beginning, and Howard Stark adopted him because the original Tony Stark died. Yada, yada, yada. A bunch of craziness. But seeing this scene kind of throws that out the window. In a way, I guess you could still look at it that way, but he obviously cares about Tony. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I kind of get the multiverses thing because aren't there theories that it is not only, it is Tony that is Doctor Doom? Isn't that the theory? It's not just Robert Downey Jr., but it is actually Tony in a multiverse.
The crazy theory that I saw is the Tony we see throughout these movies is supposed to be Victor Von Doom, not Tony Stark. And that's why Victor Von Doom in the other universes look like Tony Stark, because he was never Tony Stark. He was adopted and named Tony Stark because of Howard. Because in Endgame, there's a part where Howard is talking about Tony being born on a certain day, and Tony Stark kind of looks at him weird, like, huh. And people are playing into that, like, oh, maybe the birthdays didn't line up, and that's why Tony looked at him so weird. So
you're telling me Howard managed to adopt somebody who had the equivalent of his intelligence?
yes.
It's impressive.
Yep. He adopted a boy from Latveria. Out of all places, from Latveria. And named him Tony, and that's that. They even look similar.
Right. Right.
That's the theory. That's the theory that I've been reading.
Because I always thought that them casting Robert Downey Jr. as Dr. Doom was their way of bringing him back to be Iron Man again somehow. Because
that'd be crazy.
The whole multiverse situation. Otherwise, why are you doing this? Are we really just fan servicing that hard?
See, it really doesn't make sense. I've been trying to like work my head around it. I really have no idea.
Yeah, either it's just one of the dirtiest fan service things you could do, or there's got to be like lore behind it that there's a reason you want Robert to do it.
I want it to be more than just him being a Tony Stark variant. Like, I really do. Like, that's probably most likely what it's going to be. But I really do not want that to be the case.
I'd feel like we're going to see that Iron Man suit somehow. I don't know if he'll just straight up be Tony Stark or what, but I think somehow that suit's going to... You see that fucking spider right there? Look at him.
Whoa. You better be careful. That's nothing compared to that spider I talked to you about. Yeah, let that thing bite you.
I don't think those are even big enough to clamp down on human skin, to be honest. Those little baby spideys.
Little baby Spider-Mans. But yeah, that theory, as much as I love thinking about it, I don't know if that's how it's going to play out. I really just want it to be more than a Tony Stark variant, though.
Yeah.
Because that feels truly lazy.
I don't even know what I want.
Because that's the easiest way to do it.
I mean, you already know it's going to be riddled with cameos.
Oh yeah,
it's gonna be worse than like Deadpool 3. It's gonna be so.
Dude, I hope we see. They had, who was the guy that was supposed to play Iron Man before RDJ? The guy from Mission Impossible, Tom Cruise. They had him.
Tom Cruise was supposed to.
He was supposed to be Iron Man.
That would have been ass.
I feel like Tom Cruise is going to be in Secret Wars.
That'd be funny.
It would be funny.
I didn't know that. Wow, that would have been awful.
Yeah.
Imagine a 5'6" Iron Man.
Yeah. And he, instead of flying, he'd just be running around everywhere like as fast as he can. Just
yeah, dude, man. I feel like he wouldn't have been nearly as likable. I don't know.
No, I would hate him. I hate Tom Cruise now.
I don't hate Tom.
I'm not like the biggest fan of him.
I don't hate it. I don't watch any of his shit. But I also
I mean,
Scientology stuff throws me for a loop. Okay, Top Gun.
Yeah.
Remember
Top Gun's
Jack
good.
Reacher?
Yeah. Okay, maybe I'm a fan.
You know what? He's great.
Maybe I'm a fan.
The Mummy.
But yeah,
I respect his stunts.
Oh yeah.
That's one thing.
I saw that clip of him on the plane.
Yeah, the plane or the dirt bike jump and things like that.
Yeah.
Like the one time he broke his ankle jumping from building to building. You got to, I mean, like, obviously a lot of things are changed with VFX. I really hate when movies say, there's no VFX in this scene. Like, yes, there is. Yeah, yes, stop doing that. But it doesn't take away the fact that he's doing very real stunts.
And I bet as soon as he injures himself, the director and everyone's like, God damn it, Tom.
Well, I think was it Mission Impossible that he broke his ankle? I mean,
yeah.
he
broke it pretty
bad.
Bad.
Yeah, like a straight up compound fracture. So shit happens. So
had to pause development. Yep. Maybe they saved that scene for like the very end or something. That'd probably be the smartest way to do it. Get like most of the film done and then go, Tom, if you want to do these stunts, Go right ahead.
I think most of the stuff he does, like, even though it's crazy, all of it's pretty safe. Like the dirt bike jump and like you mentioned, the plane. Like, the plane's crazy, but if he lets go, nothing's gonna happen.
Yeah, he's strapped on.
Yeah, it's fine. So
accidents happen. I hope it never happens to him, though. That'd be crazy.
Yeah.
Just to clarify to the 3 people watching, I hope it doesn't happen.
I may not be a Scientology guy, but I don't wish any of the guy bad well-being or anything like that.
Yeah. But to close off section 2, we have the new element scene. I think that's really cool. And the way he set it up, I love how Coulson goes down there and he's trying to like level everything. And Coulson's like, what are you doing with this? And it's like Cap shield. And he's like, that's it.
What is he doing with it?
I guess Howard Stark was working on the prototype.
Okay.
To like Cap's actual shield.
Okay.
And he's like, that's it. He's like, hand that to me. And he just uses it to level it. He's like, perfectly balanced.
As all things should be.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Thanos has been studying that man a long time.
Was it foreshadowing?
But then section 3, the cleansing, Hammer introduces the new military bots with War Machine, which is pretty damn cool. And then the final battle.
I didn't mention that earlier. Like, of all the things this movie introduces, it also introduces War Machine.
War Machine, yeah. I love how his weapons are shitty. like the ex-wife doesn't do a damn thing.
Yeah, him being up there and just not. Oh well, the ex-wife. Yeah, that just like popping into the water is hilarious.
He's like, stand back, Tony. I got this. I'm gonna use the ex-wife. Nothing.
Yeah, it's like, is that from what does Tony say right there?
I can't remember.
Jesus Christ, why am I forgetting his name that made that? Because now I want to say Howard. Who made the ex-wife?
Hammer.
Hammer. Jesus, God, it's too early.
It really is.
I woke up at 3 this morning. I could not fall back asleep. So then I got back. I gave up on trying to go back to sleep at 4:30. I was like, fine. So I came out here and worked, and then I worked out. I biked 5 miles already this morning. Then it's like, fine.
We're just a wreck.
The brain is not functioning right.
Yeah, I was up at 2 a.m. doing schoolwork. I woke up and I was like, I have to do this before 7. And then I slept 2 more hours. We're just a fucking wreck. It's okay. We're getting through it. We're working.
But Hammer, okay? He's like, is that Hammer? I was like, yeah. Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah, poor old Hammer can't make shit. I love Rhodey and Tony Stark's their dialogue between each other. Cheadle and Robert Downey Jr. just works. Like, their acting together just makes so much more sense than the other guy. Sleeping on his name too.
Hold on.
Fuck.
God, I was hoping you remembered.
I don't know.
Every freaking time.
Every freaking time.
Yeah, name Terrence Howard.
Yeah, Terrence Howard. Cheadle did so much better. I just love Cheadle.
Cheadle is just way better with the comedy, and he bounces off of Robert Downey Jr. a lot better. I really like Terrence Howard, and I think he would have been fine. I just think that with the way, like that ex-wife joke and the way that exchange happens, I don't think that works as well with Terrence Howard. I think Don Cheadle just has a better dynamic with Robert Downey Jr. and it just works better.
Let's see here. Tony and Peppers finally getting the relationship together. Love that. They're kissing as everything's exploding. It's a good time. War Machine sitting right behind him watching like a creeper.
How'd he get there?
He was there first. He was there first. But they didn't see him.
And then he just doesn't say anything. He's like, I want to watch this play out.
Yeah, he's like, I just want to see. Let me see. Let him cook.
Let him cook.
And then he leaves as soon as he's caught. He's like, oh. He's like, I got to peace out.
Yeah.
And then the ending, the hint of Thor in the next movie. After all this,
I don't think it's a hint.
Easter egg of Thor.
It's not a
It's
hint
not
of
a hint.
Thor.
It's
It is
Thor's Mjolnir.
It's not very subtle.
Yeah.
Like, I got it. We're up to Thor. Sweet.
But Coulson, yeah, you get to discover what Coulson's up to because he leaves like 10 minutes after babysitting. He's like, I gotta go. And
Yeah, to New Mexico, yeah?
To New Mexico. Yep. Finds Mjolnir. It's a good time. But yeah, the ending of this final battle, also there's a little Easter egg of them saying that little kid with the Iron Man helmet is Peter Parker. That's cool.
Is that true?
I don't know if they confirmed it. I don't know if it was a fan theory that was then later on saying, oh, yep, that's true. I have no idea. But I would like to believe that. Peter Parker would definitely be there.
If in 2010, if they planned that, where it was like, that's going to be Peter, that's pretty genius.
I don't think it was planned. But after they introduced Peter, because he would have been the same age. The exact same age.
Yeah.
So, I mean, makes sense.
I'm into it.
And that would make total sense why Peter is so obsessed with Tony Stark. Like, he's always trying to live up to Tony Stark, be like Tony Stark. Like, because the man saved him.
When they were building all of this out, was Endgame like already in their mind?
I don't know, man. I would like to think, or maybe it was like the breadcrumbs were finally sprinkled in like once they made Captain America, because one of the Infinity Stones are in Captain America. So,
right. Yeah. Just how many years ahead? Because at the very least, obviously they're building them to the Avengers. So what is that? What year is that for the Avengers?
That was 2012.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we're not far away. I don't know.
Yeah. All these movies were 10 years.
Yeah.
That's crazy. How many movies was that from Iron Man to Endgame? I mean, that had to be close to 20, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Because now you see, Disney, when they announced up to Doomsday and whatnot, like that was what, 7 years of content that they planned?
Yeah. And originally it was supposed to be Kang the Conqueror.
Right. So
you had to quickly. I don't think the plans were like they did before, because obviously you can see some of these little Easter eggs and hints played out through these earlier films compared to now.
Yeah. Well, I guess so. It's at the end of the first Avengers. Is that the Thanos cutscene? Or is it Age of Ultron?
Oh, damn. I think it's at the end of the Avengers.
That's what, yeah. So they had to have it kind of,
because you can see
game plan.
I think it's Loki talking to that alien about him, and then it like does a side shot of Thanos's face. I think that's the Avengers.
When is the fine? I'll do it myself. When's that?
Let's see. Thanos, fine, I'll do it.
That's Age of Ultron.
Age of Ultron? Okay.
So I'm just curious because I just think that
and he had the Infinity Gauntlet that long.
Yeah.
Hell, son, that's so crazy.
I that type of planning, when you're that far ahead in a plan, just impresses me. Okay, I've been watching WWE Unreal and seeing how they're always like at least a year ahead in their planning, and I just think that's nuts, man.
Yeah, because things could change so fast. To be that far ahead is just absolutely mind-blowing.
Yeah, and it all worked out.
Yep, it all worked out. Iron Man 2 was a good time. Like you said, the stakes are not that high.
Iron Man 2
there was barely any fights.
Yeah, it's just one giant piece of character development. So if you're into that kind of thing, it's a lot of fun. because they're all good characters.
Yeah.
But that's what you're getting with Iron Man 2. It's just one big story arc to get us to a safe Iron Man for the Avengers. Because there's just a lot of establishing going on in this movie.
Because Iron Man 1 kind of played into it a little bit, but it was like basically they're like, we have to make this movie good to be able to do the rest. The Incredible Hulk kind of did it too at the very end. But this one's the first one where they're like, there's a bigger picture going on here, and we need you all to see that to go forward.
Yeah.
And they did a good job. I mean, Black Widow, and so awesome. I think, honestly, this is my favorite Black Widow out of all the films. She kicks ass, and it's my favorite look.
Yeah.
Like, I think her with the long hair just looks so much more like Black Widow compared to other ones.
And that long curly hair.
Yep.
Scarlett Johansson is a weird kind of hot where
I heard this. Yeah.
Yeah. It's so weird. She's genuinely too hot.
It doesn't make sense.
She doesn't look real. It's just hard to. She looks like she was built in a fucking like a computer lab. It really just like every time I see her, specifically as Black Widow, I'm like, that doesn't look right. You are
there was
too
a
hot.
movie. There was a movie she was in before this, and she doesn't look anything like that. Like, I remember her from, where's the movies at? Was she in the Hotel for Dogs or something? Was that her?
I don't know.
Let's see here. It's not showing.
Oh no.
Oh no. Hold on. Okay, here we go. He's just not that into you. Robot Chicken. Oh, that's cool.
Robot Chicken.
The Nanny Diaries. Like, some of these movies I remember seeing her in, and she does not look like how she looks. Oh yeah, she was in Eight-Legged Freaks.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she was good in that, but doesn't look anything like she looks in Iron Man 2. That's for sure. Whoa! Did you have that on hand?
Yeah, I just got it on DVD.
Hell yeah. That's a slept-on movie, man. I love that movie.
I have an original poster as well, and then I have the VHS for Eight-Legged Freaks down there.
Damn, I had no idea you were a super fan.
Dude, it's like the peak of David Arquette right here.
It really is. It's a good time, man. It is a good time.
It's my favorite Spider movie.
Yeah.
Including Spider-Man. No, I'm just kidding.
Whoa. See, that's why I paused for a second. I was like, is it though? Yeah. When it comes to spiders taking over, that's the GOAT. Like, I know people love, what is that one with arachnophobia or whatever? That's a good movie, but it's not nearly as good as Eight-Legged Freaks, man.
Yeah.
That early 2000s movie, just
peak of
the
cinema.
best. Yep. So we have some Easter eggs. Captain America's shield.
Yes.
Very cool.
Quite.
Howard Stark is basically the equivalent of Walt Disney, like 100% in this movie.
He even kind of looks like him.
Yeah, there's even, I mean, you look at that clip of him standing there talking about it, looks just like Walt Disney.
Yeah.
Mjolnir, of course, Thor, the next movie. They talk about the 10 rings again.
Yep.
And
I caught it this time.
There you go. You're like, wait, I know that one. Project Pegasus reference, which is the research base used in Captain Marvel and later in the Avengers. Pretty cool. The Avengers Initiative folder. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Agent Phil Coulson's side mission was to New Mexico. The Stan Lee cameo written down here. Larry King. I have it written down in my notes and didn't go down there and look it up. We had to spend 5 minutes.
You made me look stupid for nothing.
I'm so sorry. But yeah, those are the Easter eggs that I saw. Some pretty significant ones too, like Project Pegasus. I think that was cool. The Avengers Initiative one was clearly like just shown right there in the full frame, like, hey, here it comes.
Yeah.
I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
It's a good time. Let's see here. What are your final thoughts of this movie? And what would you rate it?
What the hell did I give Iron Man?
I think you gave it a 4.5 out of 5.
All right, cool. I'll give this a 4 then. I really do like this movie. I know I like it more than 3. It does lack in the action. I get that, but I think what I like most about Iron Man films is Tony. Is Robert Downey Jr. being Tony.
Yeah.
It's not just him in the suit. I think I honestly most of the time I think I enjoy him more out of the suit and being him.
Yeah.
So
God, I don't know if I would put it in that 4 spot or not. See, I have it written down here as 3.5. But after talking about it a little bit more, I may stretch it up to 4. I put down that it was a little bit sloppy, like it felt a little bit rushed, but also it didn't feel rushed. The way it was made, like you said, the whole movie more focuses on like Tony Stark as a human more than the Iron Man. Well, of course, it's centered around the Iron Man suit and people trying to replicate it, but it's also focused on Tony trying to what's the best way to explain it? Because he's not just trying to cure himself health-wise, but he's trying to figure out where he fits in this whole thing. Like, because obviously it's a big thing being Iron Man. And I think him trying to grapple that, trying to gain a little bit of that responsibility, with great power comes great responsibility, of course.
Yes. Him
trying to figure that out. I think that was a lot of fun. Because he did go downhill, but he picked himself back up. You know, it was a little bit all over the place, though.
It's one thing I really like that I always forget. Is just it's a cool thing about Tony when Rhodes gets the suit. I mean, they have the fight and whatnot, and he gets humbled up a little bit, but the way that he is like fully accepting that, like, that's your suit now.
Yeah.
I like, cause even the way Rhodes reacts, he's like, it's like they're going to have a big fight again. When he shows up at the stage, but he's just going there for his help. And he's like, yeah, no, I need you in the suit. Let's go. That was like never a question for him. I think that says a lot, cause he's written off as like a narcissist and egotistical, but he was more than welcome. He was more than willing to have Rhodes come in and be another Iron Man.
I think after he got his ass kicked by Rhodes is when he came to realization. He's like, okay, maybe someone else can don the suit.
Yeah.
If the right choice. And he obviously discovered Rhodes was that perfect fit.
Yeah.
And I think that's really cool. The only thing sloppy about it was it was a little all over the place when it came to the plot, because it was so much trying to build up for what the future of the MCU was. I didn't really get to focus on one plot. It was like 2 to 3, maybe even 4 different side plots put into this movie. Yeah. Not that it was bad, because I think they actually handled, after watching it again, kind of handled pretty well.
Yeah. But it is a lot to establish, yeah.
I'll give it a 4. I'll give it a 4 too.
I think it's funny because the difference between like a 4 out of 5 and an 8 out of 10 just feels way different.
Yeah.
I think what I'd actually give it would be a 7.5 out of 10. So a 3.75 out of 5. It just feels weird to say that. Because 8 feels too high. 7 might feel too low. Sounds like 7.5.
Right in the middle there.
Yeah, right there. Sweet
right
spot.
there. I will say, though, I actually kind of like Iron Man 3 a little bit more than this one.
Maybe when I rewatch it, I'll think the same thing, but it's been a while.
It came out in a very important time. Like, it felt like it came out specifically when it should have in my life, because I was going through a lot of like different anxiety and stuff.
Yeah.
And I was like, Tony Stark has anxiety too?
Yeah.
So, yeah, it worked. That's how I feel about it. It was a good time. I'm excited for it. I think after Thor is where we really start cooking, because I think Thor is one of the weaker films. Oh, and I like Thor, don't get me wrong, but
I haven't seen the first Thor 10 years.
Yeah, I started it a couple nights ago. It took me forever to realize who played Odin. Swear to God. Literally, I was literally watching it. I was like, wait a minute, is that freaking Hannibal Lecter?
So my brain might not be working too well right now, but I know that's Anthony Hopkins.
No, literally, it was not this recent time, but the last time I watched it, I was like, is that Hopkins on there? Googled it. I was like, that's Hopkins. It was the eye patch.
It was he Clark Kenned you.
Yeah. Yeah. Are you excited for Sweet Revenge? How do you think it's going to turn out?
I'm sure it'll be fun. Sure,
I hope so.
Yeah,
I hope so.
You can't expect much out of a 13-minute short, especially one that's kind of a commercial. But it's the first official Jason thing in 16 and a half years. So
I really hope that we eventually grow on the mask. It kind of looks like a teenage Jason.
Yeah, well, it does.
It literally, his mask looks like just a kid form.
Yeah, there's something, I don't know. Everyone keeps saying like, "Hey, nobody liked the Part 8 mask." All right, but the Part 8 mask still looks right. I don't know.
I'd always thought Part 8 looked good.
Yeah, I mean the thing is like on the. Oh fuck!
Oh, no.
Good thing there's a lid there.
What's going on?
Like the thing on like that looks okay.
I can't see. You're frozen.
Oh
wait, there we go.
All right, yeah, that looks fine.
Yeah,
it's just like minor changes they need to make it work. It's got that V taper going on, and I think that's for some reason I also think that kind of adds like this young teenage look to it. So they just get the shape back of Part 3, which is what Angry Orchard has, like a very Part 3 shape there.
Oh yeah.
And all you got to do is shrink that top chevron a little bit. Bring it down a little bit. And I don't know, they're being cute with the holes. Just add the holes on the side. Like 3 holes
I feel
over
like
here.
they're still tweaking that mask. There's no way they're set in stone, because each like piece of merch that we get is different.
Well, yeah, and then the Spirit Halloween mask, the contour is completely different than the one that was shown at Comic-Con. But I mean, they did say that the one that was at Comic-Con, they said that is the first pull of it that Greg did.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's clearly different than the one that's in Sweet Revenge.
The poster design that you have over on your wall,
yeah,
that looks good. That's a good mask.
Yeah, that looks fine too.
But it doesn't look like the Jason Universe mask. Like, I mean, I guess it's similar, but
well, it's just because the only thing is the chevron size and the lack of holes. Okay.
Yeah.
Then I don't know. I've heard that to trademark it, they had to do something specific that stood out and it was different. And I think that's why they went the direction they did with the holes. Because you can't exactly just like claim a hockey mask. A hockey mask is a hockey mask.
Yeah.
So I think the 13 holes variant is specifically what they have that trademarked. So I don't know. It's all silly. Just work with new line.
Stupid.
Yeah.
Add more holes.
I don't know. I spilled water on my mouse pad. That was what happened.
No.
I spilled my Jaws cup.
You had a lid on it though, didn't you? Oh,
yeah.
That lid.
It did a pretty good job. All right. That could have been a lot worse.
It definitely could have. Man, my wife,
My wife.
We're just shooting the shit right now. But my wife, when she closes water bottles, somehow closes them diagonally to where it's not actually sealed.
My wife does the same thing, or she doesn't.
And every time they spill
tighten them
over
all the way. Yeah. I want to punch
I'm just
her.
like, how do you do? It's a water bottle.
Yeah, this is not
you just
hard.
screw it shut.
Yeah. What? Like, is it really that much more difficult to put it on properly and seal it?
And it spilled it spilled so much where like it's actually a problem now, where I have to point it out. I'm like, hey, will you close this lid correctly?
Unbelievable.
God, my wife is so dumb.
Yeah.
She's downstairs listening. Like, what's going on up there?
My wife.
What are you going to be doing the stream? So you all are going to be.
We'll start at
reacting
7
to the film.
Yeah, we'll start at 7 Eastern, and it premieres at 7 or at 8 Eastern. So we'll just hang out for an hour. We'll do a little taste test in this Angry Orchard. Not a sponsor, wish it was.
Hell yeah. I have class. So
boo.
Once I get out of class, I'm going to stop by my local store, see if they got any of those. Maybe not. But maybe so, because it's Ashland, so it's not really big. So maybe they'll have like one or two.
I wish I could just get drunk on them, but calories. I'll have one.
How many calories are in them?
In this blood orange one, which is the only one that features Jason, other than the separate tall boy. They got the what is it? The apple crisp. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
This one is 160 calories.
Good Lord.
That's pretty much any beer for you. 19 grams of carbs, 14 grams of sugar, 13 grams of added sugar, 0 grams of protein. Oh,
oh no. That's a mess.
I'll have one, and then probably. I mean, if Nick wants to drink more, I'll have a sip of the other flavors.
I'm gonna try to grab some. I hope we have some. I mean, surely they got some.
I'm gonna buy like 5 cases of the shit, and I don't know when they'll be drink.
Save them for like 20 years. And there's a TikTok channel of someone that's going, I'm going to drink this Dr. Pepper that has Sam Raimi's Spider-Man on it from 2002. Do that. See what happens.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well.
That's a little bit crazy.
Yeah. While we're on the bullshit talking, the Yorkie-thon just happened. What that Adam Green does raise money, and I got this horror hound that's signed by Adam.
Oh hell yeah!
Pretty sweet. I also bought this. This is a Victor Crowley skull.
Oh, looky there. It's pretty hot.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of anything I've gotten recently. School books, textbooks.
That'll bankrupt you right there. Yep. All that. I got this mug. I mean, that I've been drinking out of the whole time. I got that from Spirit Halloween.
Nice. Are those open? Like all over?
They most of them are opening next week, but there was one near me that was open. I got like this Halloween 2 pumpkin as well, and some.
Nice.
I went there for the Jason Universe stuff, and it wasn't in stock yet. So
that's crazy. I remember watching the stream. So I had no idea that's how they operated. So they don't know what the heck is being delivered. It's just like a random.
Well, they don't know what's being delivered at any given time, but they know eventually what they will have.
Yeah.
Because they have like full stacks of planners and where to put things. They just, when a truck comes in, they don't know what's in the truck. They don't know like the inventory coming in at that time.
That's a little bit messy, to be honest with you.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's just
it works out, I guess.
Yeah, they're just pop-up stores,
Yeah.
So
I heard Spirit Halloween was they were wanting to do one that's like year round. Did you ever see that?
What's the point?
Fun.
Like the website's up year round. You can order from them all year. And like the normal people in the world, like, because basically you then would be relying on us horror fans to carry that store for you year round, and that's just not gonna happen.
Yeah.
You got 3 months. Enjoy
And
it.
a lot of their stuff, they get a lot of Trick or Treat Studios stuff and different companies too. So it's not like you can't get anything.
Right.
You can just go to their website.
Yeah, they get Tots masks. They don't get anything cool from Tots.
Yeah, they don't have any of the figures or anything. I mean, I like their masks and stuff.
Yeah,
I was tempted to get Frankenstein's monster. Their little Universal mask. I actually think out of all their masks, that's one of the cleanest looking ones.
They have at Spirit this year, they have their own Spirit exclusive Halloween 2 mask, and it's the biggest piece of dog shit. I was shocked when I picked it up.
You're like, what the fuck is this?
Dude, the quality control of the Tots Halloween 2 mask has fallen off tremendously since it first came out.
Yeah.
Because when it first came out, it was like, it felt like top of the line is finally a mask that is mass produced that looks okay. Now they're like, they're okay. They're barely passable these days.
You could filter, like, look through the masks and maybe find a good one hung up, but a lot of them, not that good.
But that Spirit mask made Tots look incredible because it was the biggest piece of dog shit. It was horrible.
That reminds me of those, we watched a video, the ones where they're like reacting to different Michael masks.
Oh,
did you ever watch that?
We watched a movie.
We watched a movie. Sorry.
Yeah.
What'd I say? We watched a video?
Yeah.
I'm a moron. Yeah, we watched a movie. Their videos where they're reacting to those masks are good.
There are some bad ones.
There's some shitty ones. I've had a few shitty ones in my day.
The Ruby mask, like those are always bad.
I remember my mom so excited. She's like, I got a surprise for you. You're going to love it. And I'm like, oh, hell yeah. I was like, did you get a Michael mask? She was like, you'll just have to wait and see. And I look at it. There's no hair on it. It's fucking rubber.
Oh, no.
And I was like, this isn't Michael. And she's like, you're such a brat. You're so unappreciative. I'm like, but it's not Michael at all.
I remember when I was making fan films when I was a kid, or wanting to make fan films. This is like, 9 or 10 years old, maybe even younger. And I was trying to make a Freddy versus Jason versus Michael film. And I remember buying the Freddy and Jason mask. And at the time when I was a kid, I remember thinking that they looked good. But I got one of the Ruby Jason mask and one of the Freddy's as well. And man, they were so bad. I don't know if they sell them anymore, but the one that it looks kind of like a Versus mask. It's gray, huge bubble head, and then the hockey mask is gross, dude. My God, are there cops out there?
Oh God, I'm gonna have to suit up. I'll be right back. But yeah, I think I remember seeing those masks around Halloween time, because before Spirit Halloween, there was another shop that come around here. And I remember seeing them as a kid, and I was like, man, this looks good. Not so much anymore, though. And they had a really good Rob Zombie Myers mask.
I remember that one. That one was so good compared to everything else, but it's still a piece of dog shit.
Yeah. It happens. You live and you learn. I don't think there's still a good Rob Zombie mask that I've seen.
The Tots one's okay.
Is it? It's the one I saw at Trick or Treat or Spirit Halloween, isn't?
If you pretty much all of these, you need to get rehauled, or they look like shit. I have a rehauled 2018 that's pretty damn good.
Hell yeah! My neighbor has 1, 2. I think he has all of them. To be honest with you, of the Myers masks, he had them all rehauled though.
You have a cool neighbor that's rehauling masks.
Mm-hmm. He tried selling me some, and I was like, well, I have $2. Will that cover it? He's like, let's wait. I'll hold on to it for you.
Wait. Might be in grabbing distance. Oh
no.
Yeah, I just saw it yesterday, so I knew that's a rehaul.
Oh 18. Yeah. That looks really good.
Yeah, ignore the eyes. It's off a mannequin ad, but
that is hot.
But yeah, this is a Tots. I got this for like $125 like mask, rehaul everything.
Oh man,
at a convention, and I was like, "Why are you selling them so cheap? You could flip those for $250 probably. People would buy them. Pretty sick." I had
one
it
thing.
up there where the nag is. That's behind Nick. But
Yeah.
one day Nick was like, so everything's from 2000s or earlier except for that mask. I'm like, oh fuck, you're right.
Oh no,
we
I'm
gotta take
sorry.
it down.
One thing that really gets me when it comes to the masks is the hair. It's like they can't get the hair right.
Yeah, that's the mass producing part. You pretty much have to get them rehaired if you want them to look good.
Every single time.
Yeah.
It happens.
It's even worse, like on the Leatherface mask and things like that. That's where the hair is really bad.
You mean this one right here?
Yeah, honestly, no, that kind
it really
works.
doesn't look that bad. I mean, it needs to be up a little bit. It needs volume.
What are those? What are the teeth there? The teeth on something underneath?
Yeah, it's a little, it's a little basket.
Oh,
that I'm holding it up.
I was like, what the fuck?
That is scary.
Yeah, my Pretty Woman I had custom made, and the hair is actually, I think, the weak point of it. It's too nice. Like, it's too nice of hair, and it's
you got a fucking perm on that, dude.
Yeah, but I went and looked at the movie though, and it's kind of like that.
It's pretty similar. Yeah, that's why when I look at this one, he kind of looks like a fucking metalhead with this one.
Yeah, I just need to. It's too clean of a perm. I need to just dirty it up a little bit, and then it's too glossy, and the saturation is a little too much. So I'm putting a matte acrylic finish on it, and then I'm gonna rub some dirt into it. And
I'm excited. Are you all actually like planning to do the shoot at the end of the month?
That at this time, yeah. I still need to find an actress. I don't know. That's where I'm
on my way.
I got. And, we pretty sure we have a location figured out, and it's what the challenging part is that I'll be Leatherface as well, and so that's putting a lot of pressure on like Nick, who's only sort of competent on a camera.
Yeah.
So, and there's certain like steady cam stuff I want to do, and I don't know. We'll figure it out. It'll be passable, maybe.
I was about to say it's been done. There's a lot of there's one person in particular that is a director and has been in a movie, and I cannot think of their name.
John Favreau.
There's a lot. John Favreau.
There's a lot of stuff like that. John Krasinski did it.
Yeah, that's the guy I was thinking of. Yeah.
Yeah. Who else? There's a lot of examples of that. It just sucks because you're running gunning this stuff. Like, we're working on a $0 budget, so you're trying to go through it quickly, and then for me to sit and direct it while being in it, especially in costume, and it's fucking hot. Like, every single shot you have to play it back, and I had to like check if it's okay. And yeah. So I'm just gonna I'll really lean on him. No, overall I'm like not too worried about it. Some of the Steadicam stuff I'd want to like rewatch that and see if we did okay, but otherwise I'll take his word for it.
I think it'll be good. I'm excited.
I guess it's really just for fun, you know. I don't even know how
I've always wanted to do a short film, just anything. I just don't know anyone around here that would do it.
We've had the itch like a lot lately. I mean, we sat down several times in here, and we just kind of like were throwing out ideas and we actually put together a pretty sweet concept for a short film that it kind of involved a time loop sort of thing going on. And it was just, now it's like, all right, now when are we going to find the time to do it? And that's the hard part. And
you might have a little bit more time now.
Not
maybe.
Really. Still got 2 kids.
That's true.
Still got a job. You know, it's time is.
Yeah, but you won't be streaming twice a day anymore, and unless you decide to, of course. But you could like take a day off streaming and do it in an afternoon or something.
Yeah. The one film, we did another film that was actually kind of sci-fi-ish, which I don't like sci-fi, so, or at least a lot of the times, sci-fi horror I don't like a lot of the times. But this was another type of time loop idea that we had. And it involved, to do it properly, we'd have to build a room and at the very least build a single wall that we could destroy. So it's like, all right, now you got to do that. There's a cost, and you got to figure. Yeah, just
Yeah.
Where there's always, you can find a million excuses on why not to make one. Now it's just, that's why I'm like, all right, let's commit to this before my wife goes back to work. Let's just go shoot this fucking thing. It'll take one day. It'll take an afternoon, and the only one suffering will be me in that fucking costume.
You may end up in the ER from heat exhaustion, but it's okay.
Yeah, I hope I just don't look morbidly obese in it.
I saw the picture. You don't.
Listen, it's a well-edited photo.
You're like, I was cooking in that.
I look okay. But when you're wearing as a big guy and you're wearing a blazer, even if you're a big, like just a strong guy and you're not fat as well, when you put a blazer on a big guy, the muscle part goes away, and then it just looks like you're fat as fuck filling out a blazer. And that was like, the second I put that blazer on, I could see that, and I'm like, fuck. I'm like, well, what do you do? So, well, let's see. Hopefully it's good enough.
It'll be all right. You got this.
I could really crush my Fiend cosplay right now.
Man, those were good times.
I'm like the perfect size right now for the Fiend stuff.
Yeah.
So
make it happen.
WWE, bring me in for Halloween Horror Nights. You don't have to put any money into the costume. I got it.
Take it to the next con you go to.
Maybe.
Which one is that? You're going to? Is it Days of the Dead Chicago?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. The only thing
I'm gonna quit nursing school. I gotta go.
we rush around cons so much now, especially because I bring my kids, and to commit to getting all cosplayed up. I don't know.
I could only imagine taking my kids to a freaking con. They're cool as hell, but they will be difficult.
Yeah.
Like, especially my middle kid, he'll be like grabbing everything, trying to take it with him. He'll be like, I want that. And I'm like, no.
Well, Kane went up to Dead Meat's table and tried to steal their plushies. So that went
I
over.
heard that. At least she was nice about it.
Yeah, Chelsea was great.
She was like, hey kid, give me back that fucking plushie, please.
Yeah. She was really nice.
That's cool.
I wish I could have had a real conversation with both of them.
Yeah.
I just saw on Dead Meat's live stream, he's like, because they used to go around to tables to people they didn't know and ask for interviews, and he says that they really appreciate when people do that to them, and it's like they try to give back. I'm like, well, fuck, I should have done that. Son of a bitch. I actually am surprised I got as much done as I did. Because between like actually pitching to Ken Kersinger on doing that video, and I talked to Adam Green for a long time. Then even like trying to balance because we had the 2 photo ops, and trying to deal with photo ops with kids, brutal. Especially Robert Englund's photo op, the lines were massive. I
saw the pictures that were not cropped, and Kane looked like he just wasn't vibing.
Yeah, his 2-year molars were coming in, and that weekend he was brutal. Yeah. But he had fun when he was actually in the con and able to run around. But
he's like, I don't want to stand and take a picture.
Yeah. And especially after waiting in line the way we had to. He's wanted to play in the elevator.
I took Miles to go see Fantastic Four, and he loved it. Like, he really did. But it got to a point where, like, not as much was happening. And he's like, yeah, I think it's time to go home now. And I was like, guess again. You're going to sit right here and watch.
The first movie I'm taking Kane to is the Toy Story re-release in September.
Oh, hell yeah.
He's already... It should be fine. If he doesn't do well through this, I don't know what the hell he'd do good through, because he already knows Toy Story and loves Toy Story.
Yeah.
So he should really enjoy that. And then we can experiment with some other things. When do I start taking him to horror films?
Right now. I know what you did last summer.
He probably would have been fine with that, to be honest.
Was it fairly tame? I still haven't seen it yet.
Yeah. There's a couple of like relatively brutal moments, but the jump scares, that's where I'm more worried about him than anything is jump scares. Yeah. And I've been able to make them fun for him. We went to Spirit Halloween I was worried about the animatronics. Like, see how he's gonna take this. And the first couple were fine, but then they have that new nun one.
Oh
and
no!
When she activates, she shoots forward at you with her arms out, and yeah, he jumped back for that, and he like hugged on to like behind my leg, and was nervous. But then I was like, all right, well, hey, it's fake, dude. Watch. And then I went and stood right in front of it, and I let her fly out in my face. And then after that, he was all in.
Pretty fun,
dude. He wouldn't leave them. He would go from one animatronic to the next over and over and over again. He was having a blast.
Poor Miles, man. I don't know what's going. This is crazy, but he is terrified of this chair. Why? Chair. I don't know. He had a nightmare. He said, well, Dad, I can explain. And I was like, okay. I was like, explain it to me. He's like, I had a dream that the chair was chasing me and it pushed me down and started tickling me. And I was like, the chair has no arms. And I was like, it's just a chair. And he's like, it looks like it has eyeballs, which, to be fair, I guess it kind of does.
I hate those racing chairs.
They're terrible. They're the most uncomfortable thing in the world.
Fucking garbage.
As soon as I have money to spare, as soon as I have money to spare, it's going bye-bye. It's going to have to.
Yeah, I get the ones that me and Nick use in the office. They're big and tall chairs. They're like $150. They're a little bit more expensive. But they're less than the racing chairs.
I mean, this was $200. Yeah.
They're big and tall chairs. So the cushion on them's great. They got great back support. Get office chairs. Fuck the gaming chairs, man. Because
I'm not even a gamer anymore, except I am. But
I had a $400 gaming chair, and it was the biggest piece of dog shit.
You need a Meplex after your ass breaks down.
The cushion on them sucks. They're for like a guy like me, they're too narrow. I don't like that. And then the backrest sucks too. They just suck. I don't like them.
Yeah, they're the worst. I saw a couple on the TikTok shop that were fairly cheaper, but I've seen reviews of people swearing by it. Not the videos either, where people were like, oh, I swear by this. This is the best damn thing you've ever seen. But like actual reviews were pretty good. So I may look into it.
Yeah. Oh, what I was saying. So your son being able to talk to you, that's where I'm worried right now about introducing Kane to stuff, because I can see his reaction, obviously. Yeah. But I can't tell unless he tells me. I don't know how he actually feels, and I can't, when I tell him something's fake, I don't know if he's understanding what I'm saying until he can really talk. And we're getting close. I think
Miles,
right as he turns 2, I think he's gonna suddenly start talking shit to me.
Miles is about to turn 6, and he's still at that stage where like I try to explain something's fake, but he's still like, but is it?
But
because I'm looking at Spider-Man web swinging right now. So that's the hard part, is like, no, this is a movie. They're actors, because he won't watch Stranger Things anymore. Loved season 1. Loved season 2 for the most part.
What got him? Did Vecna get him?
Well, Dead Barb really fucked with him. I was like, it's okay. Like, that's not even a real human. That is a doll. It's fake. And I don't know. He loved the Demogorgons for a while. And now he's like, the Demogorgons are just getting a little bit too feisty and mean. And I'm like, okay. I've begged him to watch season 3. I'm like, if there's a tame season in Stranger Things, it's season 3.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, bodies explode and turn into the Mind Flayer, but I mean, it's more comedic than the other seasons.
Yeah.
So, but he won't do it. I begged him. I'm like, please. I even faked cried. I was like, you hate your dad. He's like, no, Dad, I don't hate you. I hate Stranger Things. And I'm like, you hate your dad.
Yeah, I don't know how Kane's gonna react to that. The only movie I've like in terms of horror, like I've had a lot of stuff in the background where he'll kind of watch. Yeah. The only horror movie we truly just sat down and tried to commit to, I was like, I wanted him to pay attention to see how he was going to react, was Scream. And like there's a couple of times where, because it seems like he really invests in the characters, and when they're in danger, he's worried about it. It's not like he's scared. It's just like he's worried about that person. Then I try to convince him it's fake, but I don't know if he's understanding that at all.
He's like, yeah, good, nice try, Dad.
But because he loves Ghostface. Mm-hmm. Like he says goodnight to Ghostface in my office every day. So if you just get him to like, hey, just say hi to Ghostface, then he does that for Scream, and he's dancing around with Ghostface. That was great at the convention too. Anytime if he was mad or distressed, like just being a problem, you just got to find a Ghostface cosplayer somewhere. I'm like, hey, go say hi to Ghostface. But it fucked me over at Spirit. It cost me an extra like $100 at Spirit because we had to get a Ghostface blanket. We had to get a Ghostface plushie that was there, and then he wanted all the masks. I'm like, let's just get the plushie. $30 fucking plushie. Kill me.
That's crazy. Yeah, Miles, he's good. He knows like all the characters. He just doesn't want to watch it. I did show him Halloween 2. He watched it. He didn't have a problem with it. And he's at this phase now where he's just not interested. He's like, no, I can't do that. Why do you like scary stuff, Dad? He's like, it's scary for a reason. So, but
you're gonna have to disown him, I guess.
Yeah, I literally tried like selling him. What? Nobody would take him.
Nobody would take him. Yeah, I can't imagine my kids not being into it just because they're going to be surrounded by it. Like they're going to come out here.
That would be what would happen.
Yeah, I mean,
because they're so used to it that it's not something that like brings endorphins to their brain anymore because they've been around it their whole life. Maybe, yeah, they could play a part in it, but
they'll probably be very desensitized at least. But hopefully, they still enjoy it.
I remember trying very hard to get Miles to like Spider-Man. I spent forever trying to get him to like it and didn't care for it. But then one day, it was a Sam Raimi movie. I don't know if it was 2 or the first one. Just out of nowhere, because he watched it before, but it just snapped and he was like, oh, this is the best thing on the planet. So like maybe that'll happen. It'll just click and they'll be all for it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what'll happen, but at the very least, he likes Ghostface so far. So
that's good. Well, I think it's time to close the episode. We've been talking about everything for like 35 minutes, I think.
Perfect.
Hell yeah, that's the way to do it. Where can they find you?
Who cares, Kirby?
I care.
You could find me at my house. Don't do that.
Okay.
Don't.
I'm on my way.
Don't do that. Well, you can come if you want.
Yeah, for sure. Right. Dude, that'd be actually a lot of fun.
All right, we'll make it happen.
We'll make it happen.
Come to Kane's birthday party. We're going to have a bounce house and a slide.
I don't think I can do that until next year.
Bring the kids.
Next year. Next year. For sure, though. Like, once I get through school, yes. I'll bring the kids. We'll let them play around.
Perfect.
Rock and roll.
Hell yeah.
But, guys, if you need to reach us, we're on the socials. We're on the TikToks and all that stuff. And until next time, later, taters.
You've just finished another episode of Shielded Opinions, a Marvel Cinematic podcast. Kirby and Riley work hard to give the listeners nothing but the best, so don't forget to follow and drop a 5-star review on your podcast app of choice. I gotta run and protect this crazy redhead. Oh, never mind. She's got it.